Alright, well, hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new attempt of Schedule 1 Permadeath Perma-Arrest, except this time, we have a whole bunch of mods that are listed down in the description below. It was kind of complex to figure out how to do the mods, but I eventually figured it out, right? So we're gonna have a whole bunch of new perks and sort of like a revolution of the game's mechanics to benefit from. Yeah, let's hop in and get started. You're a small-time drug dealer from the south. In a fresh town with no cash, no product, and no contacts. You only know one way to make money. It's time to get to work. Welcome to Hyland Point. Okay, we have our little mini-map up there. It looks like time was passing already, interestingly. Okay, 8:22. Yeah, let's set up our body. Gonna be Shaggy again, of course. Slight smile. Green V-neck, brown cargo pants, and black sneakers. Done. All right. Yeah, we have a mini-map, a functional mini-map. We have to contact Uncle Nelson. Oh, that flashlight's really bright, but we can adjust the parameters of the flashlight later. Apparently that works. All right. Grab all that. Trash bin. Those'll grow. Let's list this on the product app here. Hang on. $57, we reduce it to $55, and then $45 periodically. Okay, $55 OG Kush. Yeah, we have like a settings app here. We can kind of modify the mods. Modify the modifications. Intensity level, let's go to like 5. Even that seems too high. Let's, wait, save? Yeah, too much intensity on the light. Let's go down to 2. All right, fair enough. Let's go. Let's talk to United Nations at a payphone. Goddamn, it's good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for a trial. I'm glad you slipped away, though. Before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out there in Hyland Point. It ain't the nicest town around, but there's plenty of opportunity for someone in our line of work. If memory serves, I've got some cash stashes out there, and they ain't much, but they should be enough to get you back on your feet. All right. Let's, we'll leave this one for last. Let's go grab the shelving unit in here. Okay. Welcome, Poser. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new mods. I took the plunge. I got the melon loader thing, and I figured it all out. We got a nice mini-map up there. Kyle Cooley, 2 grams of OG. $70 a gram. Not bad. All right, we'll keep changing the price, try to get Sam's business as well as Mick later. So I need to grab that bat, and I need to start trying to make some money. Let's leave all this shit behind right here, except for the trimmers. And let's prepare our order for everything we're gonna need. 40 baggies. 4 of those, trash grabber, trash bag, and I think that's good. So we're pretty much ready to come here and click buy on that when the time comes. Damn straight back on I'm happy to be back in Schedule 1. There were a lot of mods that I wanted to try out. Well, there was one in particular that I really wanted to try out, but it seems marginally sus. Like it wouldn't work properly. and it kind of like rebalances the properties, and it lets you the mod basically allows you to use the RV, and getting the motel room, like, it increases the prices of all the properties, so even the motel room costs like 2,500 bucks, right? I wanted to use that to kind of pad out the game, but we kind of can't. Like, it just, there was comments on that mod indicating that there were problems with it, so I decided against it. Is there like a WarehousePlus? Yeah, okay, that works. Always open. That's what I want. The warehouse is always open. We'll still have to get the appropriate rank for them to let us in, but the warehouse, I'll always be able to just enter it if I want to. Yeah. No message from Sam Lubin yet. Oh yeah, Sam Thompson and Mick Lubin. They're kind of the low-tier customers. I love being able to see customers on the map and everything. This minimap is key. Very useful. I'm gonna love using that, dude. Anyway, let's get these cash stashes. It's 1:16 p.m. We're doing all right on time. $175. I only need to grab 2 of them to start. A multi-product save all the way to endgame. I kind of had that going previously. We never, yeah, we never got around to, we did do the cocaine actually, I think. Yeah. I want to use the bungalow for an 8-step coke mix though. But we'll see what we can do. All right, 2:03 p.m. I have to deposit in this machine right here. Okay. So we got a lot of good starting money. I'm gonna need to buy some more baggies. I think we need 14 baggies. Okay. I'll grab this stash real quick. Yeah, we gotta hurry up. Got some shit to do today. 120 in cash. And then we'll leave that cash stash there until we've harvested the plants. And, you know, package them. Let's reduce our price. Nothing from Mick Lubin yet. Or, sorry, Sam Thompson. Mick Lubin's gonna contact us later in the day. Okay. All right. Let's harvest these. Yeah, I probably will do like every single drug in this playthrough since we have the ability to, honestly, the sky's the limit. My handlers can apparently transport stuff between our locations at this point. And on top of that, I have greater employee limits at each property. I can hire someone at the motel. I can have 2 people at the sweatshop, 5 people at the stash and dash, 15 at the warehouse and the barn. Like, yeah, we do have greatly expanded potential in this playthrough to really explore and try new shit. All right, we're kind of running... we're kind of behind schedule, so let's pick up the pace here. Yeah, nothing from Sam so far. There's Kathy. Grab the cash stash, yeah. I just gotta make it to the hardware store and buy all of our stuff before long. 8 o'clock. Yeah, we have 3 hours to get to the hardware store and click purchase. All right. We got a note from TB, the Benzies family. I'm gonna go grab the cash over here at the end of the docks. All right. Well, shit. That's not ideal. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzies family, and I figured they'd eventually be a problem, but I didn't think they'd find you this quickly. You're gonna need somewhere to lay low for a while, so head to the motel and ask about getting a room. After that, go to the hardware store and buy everything you're gonna need for your setup. Okay. Yeah, no, we didn't get any deals with Sam Lubin. Anyway, I'd like to rent the room and try this. Wow, failed. All right, deposit all that. 6:47 p.m. Crazy failing with our first sample, but it is what it is. It's gonna be a fun playthrough regardless. We got a lot of new stuff to look forward to here. Anyway, let's give Peter his sample. Why is Jeff out here? There we go. All right, try that, buddy. Okay, we bought everything we need. I'm Dan. I run this here hardware store. What line of work are you in? I work in agriculture. Oh, ain't that nice? Always fancied a bit of gardening myself. Here's some speed grow on the house. Welcome to Hyland Point. Now, new customer, potential Ludwig. Got it. Well, we got a call from Mick for lowering the price. Okay, we got in contact with Albert, so let's order 8 OG Kush seeds. We'll get them a little earlier. We'll hand out more samples later. Yeah, once we get our plant set up and everything. Okay. Or the soil. All right. My watering can is down there on the thingamajig. I'll grab that. Deposit this. Okay, let's grab some weed and give out some samples. Donna we already failed with, but we'll try, you know, Chloe and whatnot. Curfew is already in effect. I might have a hard time giving Chloe a sample because of that. Like, we'll see. Holy shit. Oh, God. Okay. God, I don't even have, like, my bat or anything. Holy shit. Okay, we just barely managed to, like, get away, but the... Oh, God. Really? God damn it. You know what? This is bonus EXP, I guess. I am getting more EXP, even if it's taking some time. Let's get inside. And I might be able to visit Chloe after if they don't make it back in time. Let's go. Wait, lower the price. Yeah, I got a call from Jesse because I lowered it. Okay, let's try to get there, hopefully before the cop is standing there. The cop chased us all over town, but it will give me an opportunity to do this. Chloe. Here you go. No sign of him yet. Gave him the slip. Okay, we got her. Alright. He's coming up the road. See the flashlight beam. Yeah, we didn't get a call from Sam, unfortunately. Sometimes you do if you lower the price, but it is what it is. So now we have to try to get Geraldine Poon as a customer. Oh my god. Price, they're perceptive. Pawn shop, west wall, we gotta get our seeds. And I'm gonna grab the bat. We also have to grab everything else off the pallet. Oh, that flashlight is way better, dude. Way better. That's gonna be really nice whenever we go into the sewers. Alright, buddy, give that a try. Let me know what you think. Right on. So, now we have to try to do Peggy Myers and Ms. Ming. Jesse's at the North Waterfront. Let's grab a whole bunch of stuff off the pallets here. The trash bag, watering can, shelves. We're good. There you go. Try that, Ms. Ming. I'm gonna go visit Peggy. Well, we didn't get Ms. Ming. Nor Peggy. I'm telling you, ever since the update, you fail with most of your free samples. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. I don't think it's confirmation bias anymore. Anyway, we've tried to give free samples to everybody. Now we're gonna go back to the motel room and we're gonna plant. Look at that. We got $1,200. $100 still in the debit. I might be able to buy a off-road skateboard first thing in the morning. And I have a mod that basically combines the off-road skateboard and the golden skateboard. Unfortunately, I couldn't modify the price. I wanted to have to pay like $5,000 for it. But whatever, right? Either way, the point is we don't have to choose gold skateboard or off-road. We're going to have a combined version that gives you the best of both worlds. I tested it out already too. before we went live. Got the plants watered for tomorrow. Put the large shelf down. We do have another. All right. So we got baggies, we got leftover soil, got all of our growing stuff right here. Take the trash grabber. We have to talk to Uncle Nelson at the payphone first. I'm not missing weed seeds. Yeah, we got hooked up with Albert by making a sale, so we're already, you know. Wait for the dead drop. It looks like I might have to order another. Let's just order, like, I guess. Okay. We're gonna have to wait until a dead drop successfully happens. But let's go pay back our debt and leave some money in there. All right. I'll order one seed, but it won't get done tonight. We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. I want to keep my money so that I can potentially get the skateboard first thing in the morning. The hell? I want to put 30 bucks in there, like 40. Yeah. All right, there we go. Let's go to the casino and smash open the machines that we left there. Oh, that flashlight is so good, dude. And you know what? I might actually go immediately down into the... Well, we haven't found the key for the sewer, have we? I would need to check with a few people. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right. Yeah, let's get some sleep. Even if I... Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll smash into these machines. I get $500 and we can buy that off-road skateboard day 2. Sounds wise to me. All right. We really didn't get that much EXP, sadly. Well, we failed with like a whole bunch of free samples. We failed with 3, right? And that definitely ate up a lot of our potential EXP for day 1. Anyway. Collect the dead drop at the North Arcade wall. Let's try to grab a little bit more cash. Give out some samples. All right, we got her. Gotta try for Ms. Ming and Peggy again, see how that goes. Yeah, don't take a 74% chance at face value. Remember, it's always 50-50, no matter what it says. It's just 50-50. All right. So far, we've done well with the customers we had previously failed to acquire. Not with Peggy, though. Yeah, we don't need that much more cash. We'll try to get Beth. I think she's walking to work. There she is. There you go. I'm gonna want to hunt a whole bunch of cops today, try to get their guns. All right. Not bad so far. All right. I think I'm just gonna leave behind the ammo. At most, we're gonna get like pennies for them, right? But we will take these guns for later. Grab the cash. So, we didn't get Beth successfully, fair enough. Yeah, doing good so far, buddy. We got 6 guns that we can pawn on Thursday. And I'm just about ready to go buy that skateboard. I'm thinking after Westville we'll be able to. Yeah, let's go. Aren't there usually a couple of cops patrolling down there? Well, we'll go check after we deposit these. Deposit the seed. Plant trimmers and baggies have been obtained. Peter. 5. For, I guess, 300. You know what? I'm not even gonna haggle. Yeah. Let's lower the price real quick. 45. Yeah, nothing from Sam. So, are there cops patrolling over here or not? Yep. Don't shoot. All right. We got backup. And backup's done. I think we have all the guns already. Police presence has been eliminated in this town, at least for today. Yeah, let's get enough for that off-road skateboard. You know it's a good playthrough when you successfully beat all the cops and you get all those guns that you need. All right, we don't quite have enough yet. But if I pawn these magazines to Mick, we might. I'll grab a few of them. Hey, sweetie. Okay, sounds good. All right, let's, yeah, I gotta try to get more viewers in here, man. Like, 10 fucking people. That's why I don't like playing Surrounded, because you lose right away, and then you have to delete the stream, and then YouTube doesn't push you out anymore. It's a channel killer game, you know? Alright, let's deposit the rest of these. You finished a few deals and made some decent cash, but if you're looking to make real money, you'll need to expand your operations. More product and more customers. The best way to gain new customers is to give a free sample to the friend of an existing customer. Alright, and we're gonna need to get the room above the Chinese restaurant. Let's harvest our plants. I finally got the mods working, Zuzi. Yeah.
Of application.
That part-time job? Okay.
They responded and said that if I get this round of selection, then until 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get your computer, and when that money transfer finishes over the next couple days, and you'll start your side hustle. All right, let's schedule this deal with Geraldine. That's really good money. And I'd also like to try to lower the price, and here, yeah, 420. Schedule it for tonight. 75 bucks scheduled for tonight. Now we're gonna lower the price to $40. And we got Chloe. I think that was we were gonna get her anyway. Let's do like 1 for 70. That's her standard. No? It's because I changed the price. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, it's bad luck, but it's gonna happen sometimes. When I lower the price to try and get like Sam to call us, right? We might end up kind of ruining a deal when someone else calls us type thing. Irrelevant in the end. I'm excited to redo the game now because we can have more employees at more properties, and the handlers can apparently transfer stuff between properties now, so we can have that synchronization going. We can even have 2 employees at the fucking sweatshop, which is just, you know, huge, because then you can have a botanist and a cleaner there, for example, right? Shit. Okay, place those in there, bag it up, get rid of it. Oh, okay. Kathy Henderson, 3 grams. Got a deal. Yeah, Sam's not really calling us. I don't know why, but I guess it doesn't have to matter. We installed a shitload of mods, so if a couple things end up broken, then that's par for the course and totally expected. Let's go try to buy that skateboard real quick. Maybe we were too late. No, he's still here. Yeah, let's buy that off-road. Right on. Yeah, and that is... It's the same fucking speed as a gold skateboard, but with the benefits of an off-road. No more choosing. Alright, let's bag up some product. Soon enough, sweetie. Yeah, I want to play multiplayer big time. Alright, let's grab the trash can. Store it right here with the other one. Alright, got a sale.
Okay.
Alright. $45. 55. Yeah, nobody bit when we lowered the price.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta grind out some extra deals, get some more EXP. So, does Jerry have the key? I'd like to find that out. We need to get that key wherever it is, whoever has it. Oh, wow, we can get everybody as a new customer now. Alright, Joyce first then. $85%. Oh yeah, I have a minimap now, so I just have to go toward the purple circle, and we're fine. Try that, Doris. Nope. Okay. So now Meg and Keith. All right. We gotta visit Jerry now. Here he is. I wonder if he has the sewer key. No, it doesn't look like he does in this playthrough. I didn't really check if Keith had it. Fucker, we didn't get him. Alright. Lower the price for a second. No bites. I need to get 3 more seeds delivered. For replanting, and now let's package all this up. All right. Ditch the trash grabber and the trimmers. So, is Jesse here? No? All right. Let's begin. Benji Coleman is a dealer and he can help you move product. Fair enough. The big deal for the night is definitely Geraldine. He wants 6 grams and he's paying 420 for it before bonuses like curfew and quality. It was 630 bucks we got from that deal. It's great. All right. Got our deal with Trent. We got all the new customers that we can today. We're pretty much at a standstill regarding that. Hang on. We're gonna visit the Cooley residence and see if I can make a few extra deals here. Not with Meg. Got Kyle, though. And Austin. Let's go behind the supermarket. Grab that. Oh, hell yes. I love not having to choose between speed and off-road capacities, right? We have both now. I'm gonna get in there so I can grab that. How do I do it? It's supposed to be like this, right? I think so. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go to the casino and smash those. I keep forgetting there's no cops in town. Yeah, we took out all of them. We got all 10 guns. Beautiful. They'll be back tomorrow, though. Well, let's go buy that Chinese room and then take our money back. I need to figure out who has the sewer key as well. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah, let's grab that shit. Can't believe you can do that. Hey, I can even take some weed back. All right. Yeah, we've moved in. Grab that. We can have 2 employees here now. Apparently. Well, Jack, yeah, we've been okay. Zuzi quit her job at Amazon. It was an extremely demanding job. You know, her sanity was kind of peeling around the edges. So she's free from that now. She's seeking alternative employment. And honestly, everybody is more or less in good health. Yeah, more or less in good health. 6, 7, 8. How are you doing, Jack? Oh yeah, we're about to get Zuzi's new computer soon, actually. That's right around the corner.
Figure out my job, and then we go on to spend the biggest amount of money that we have so far.
It's worth it.
It's this part-time.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be as good.
Yeah. My truck.
You tried a part-time gig doing deliveries with your own car for Amazon, and it was the worst experience ever. The only side gig with Amazon that was worth it was whole food deliveries. Yeah. Yeah, Amazon's not big on, like, worker rights and taking care of their employees. Whenever she would get lunch, literally, like, the warehouse that they work in is so massive that you have to spend half of your lunch break just getting to the place where you can eat. And, you know, you spend your breaks, it's like the same thing. You can't really do anything for your break because you spend the vast majority of it just walking somewhere. All right, let's replant these. I'm definitely digging having the minimap. I think it really helps with finding new customers, right? You're less likely to just miss stuff. And it helps you track down customers for making deals too, without having to, like, memorize their routes and whatnot. All right, let's plant these. How are you doing, Husker? We've had a suspicious lack of music. I want music. Where the fuck's the music at? Dobby is free. Oh, we're doing okay, Husker. We're doing okay. Uncertain about the future, but, well, God, especially with 17 people in here. I hate working for YouTube, and I wish that there was consistency. Some days I get like 400 people. Some days it's like it's not giving my stream to anybody in the algorithm at all, right? Sometimes I think it has to do with the Epstein files, but I just hope that I can get some semi-reliable viewership. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. We're doing good, but I hate working for YouTube. Fucking unreliable. Alright, so now we're gonna get some sleep. We'll talk to Uncle Nelson first. You've got a decent base of operations and a growing customer base. You'll be pulling in some proper cash now, but you'll need help to manage all your customers. It's time to think about recruiting a dealer. Alright, Benji Coleman. We could technically already sign him on. I guess I'll do that. And then we'll give him the 10 weed. Assign 3 customers. It doesn't matter who. We'll just do like maybe Chloe, Ludwig, Mick. Yeah. We'll leave him with Chloe. And we'll leave him with 3 weed. He'll complete that deal tomorrow. We're gonna need to get 40 baggies. We'll do that first thing in the morning. $930 EXP, that's what I'm talking about. That's a shitload. I might even be able to move to Green Crack. I think we need Hoodlum 2 or something. Yep. Okay, good. Green Crack. We gotta try to get those Westville customers. Yeah, where's the music? I want the music, dude. You know what? I'm gonna quit the game and load back in. I want music. I don't know why we're not getting any, but... That's, well, and I was scared to mod the game. I honestly was pretty worried to mod the fucking game. Yeah. It's just because we don't know if it's gonna break anything, right? God, I hope Jesper's gonna be alright. It's fucking crazy. Passed out. He passed out, like knocked out a couple teeth and broke his glasses earlier. He has no idea why he passed out. Let's hope he can get like a definitive answer soon. All right. The mod manager is loaded. I wonder if there's like a looping music frequency mod or something. I'd probably install that. Here, Beth, give that a try. All right. So now we have to try for Joyce and Jerry. Possibly just Jerry. Yeah, Joyce is already done. And we need to check Keith and see if he has the key to the sewer. Son of a bitch. Damn it. We're having the worst luck with free samples, and it's the 3rd playthrough in a row that we have. I'm telling you, I honestly think there was a hidden under the hood nerf that was not told in the patch notes. Kathy doesn't want anything. Let's go check for Keith, see if he has the sewer key, and try to sell to him. Well, no sewer key. I would love to try and get George as a customer, same with Dean, but until we get Jerry, we can't. That's why I want to get into the sewer today, because if I get mushrooms and bag them up, then we might have a significantly higher chance of getting Jerry. Let's buy 40 baggies. 60 baggies. All right. It's crazy that we never got a single call from Sam. Yeah, he just won't contact us. And I'll never really know if it's like the mods breaking things or not. 210. Okay. Okay. I love you, sweetie. Maybe when you get back, we'll reach like 25 people.
Hey, don't worry about the numbers too much. Just have fun.
Yeah. All right, let's deposit all this stuff. I will need to package a little bit more product. Let's do it now, and then we have to try to track down that sewer key. Maybe Greg Figgle has it. We'll go check on him. I think Geraldine can have it too. Like, we just need to check a few people. Peggy, Myers, and Doris.
No one.
Geraldine's already gone. Oh, he does have the sewer key. Got it. Take his cash, too. All right, there we go. We now have access. We got a deal done. Yeah, let's go into that sewer right now. I gotta get some mushrooms for tomorrow, but we'll visit Doris Lubin first, as well as Peggy, and try to win them over as customers. All right, we got her. All right, and Kim Delaney, we have to try her. She's coming up the road right now. All right. Yeah, but honestly, it's crazy. It's insane failing all of these samples. Keep failing with samples. Schedule 1. Like, is there any recent in the past week? Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's enter the sewer and start getting that done. We've used the key. We have a way better flashlight now for navigating the sewer. Holy shit. Let's go up. Buy a kook. Yeah, he's got a weapon. He can fuck me up, buddy. He went back down. Let's drink this. Get our health back. Yeah, he retreated back in there. Beth, you want something? No? Holy shit. Dangerous guy. Okay. He's got some cash, and we got the crown. We can pawn it off later. We got some meth. I think I can pawn off the acid, but not the phosphorus. We're gonna grab that, because it can be pawned as well. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm gonna want to heal before we come down and seek out mushrooms. And I obviously have to deposit. Let's get another kook. I can equip this for now to save space. I am happy to hear the music, though, I tell you. I tell you. All right. Let's get rid of that small storage rack. I can always buy one later if I want one. We have more pawning goods right here. I have some meth. And we'll go try to find a bunch of mushrooms down there in the sewers. All right. Let's harvest. And I'm gonna order some green crack. There we go. All right, we got our first deal from Sam. Look at that. Deal for Ludwig. Let's see here. Yeah, we gotta arrange a drop. I can only do 4 right now. We'll do 8 next time. We have plenty of grain. Let's put that meth there for now. Put the soil in here. Yeah, you gotta lower your price once in a while. There's only a couple of customers that require it. I think it's Mick and it's Sam. They don't call you when you have your OG Kush listed at 55. At least not for a long time. I wonder, can I preemptively water this? Will it lose water? I mean, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'll water this now. I do think it's losing water. Yeah, even though there's no plant in there. It is. What day is it today? Wednesday. So we have to pawn off all that stuff tomorrow. All right. Let's continue grabbing stuff. I'll leave behind, I guess. You know what? Yeah, let's just head in there. Back into the sewer. All right, let's seek out some mushrooms. I have a much stronger flashlight than we normally would because of that mod. So it'll help us to see them better. Drop is ready behind the casino. I don't need to plant it yet. I'm not really sure which route to take, but we'll just look around. So this is a dead end, but I did manage to find a mushroom coming down here, which is nice. Yeah, we need those mushrooms. I gotta get Jerry in order to get Dean and George as customers, right? So we got a mushroom over here behind the barrel. I still haven't been attacked by that meth head goblin. I have not yet seen it. It has a very, very slim chance of showing up, but it's a higher chance if you spend a lot of time running around down here. Hello, Jake. Hello, buddy. How are you doing? Well, I know what you're going through with your old man, but how you holding up, buddy? Yeah, this flashlight is... I love this flashlight mod. This should be how strong the flashlight is in vanilla. Alright, let's grab more stuff from in here. We can pawn it. Yeah, the table. That. The toilet. I'll grab these lights. I think we searched this place already. try to find as many mushrooms as we can. I don't know how many I'll come up with, but we'll just keep looking around for a little bit longer. I found one right there. Okay. No offers when we lowered the price. For now. Donna Martin. That's another exit. We got another mushroom up here. So far, we found 7. Okay, 8. Not bad. That's definitely, well, that's enough for a good amount of free samples, right? To try and get more customers. I think that's it. Let's get out of here now. Let's talk to Marco, get that job done for later. And maybe I'll do a machine run for the next 3 hours until everybody's ready to deal. Hell yeah. God damn, I think I got a flat $100 from that one. He's coming home tomorrow, hopefully. Getting care from the hospital at home. Right on, buddy. Right on. In a way, I don't want to sound insensitive, but in a way it's good that you have an opportunity to, like, spend time with your pops. Because Zuzi's cousins, one day their dad was going to the doctor to inquire about leg pain that he was having, and he dropped dead on the step of the clinic. Like, he got a pulmonary embolism. Right? And he literally, like, one day everything's fine and he's going for a checkup because something feels off, and then the next he's just gone, right? So, like, yeah, your pain is completely valid and what your dad's going through is really shitty, but it's really good that you guys get to, like, spend time with each other, and that, like, you know, it's you can still be there for your old man, you know what I mean? It's a blessing in a way. It sucks to go through what you're going through, but there's perceptible blessings involved. Here you go, Kathy. We paid back our debt. I'm gonna order more green crack. We'll order 8 seeds. We'll plant tonight. We got a call from Jesse because I lowered the price. Okay. It looks like she's coming to meet us here, which means I can intercept her on the way. She's gonna come down the steps. There she is. That quality exceeded bonus is such a cool feature. I really love that it's been added. Here you go, Donna. Okay. Now we can grab this drop of seeds. Yeah, we got a lot of pawning to do tomorrow morning. I now have 8 mushrooms. Let's package a whole bunch of product. We're gonna package all this meth, all the mushrooms, and then we might have a much better chance of getting Jerry. We only have a 66% chance with the weed. I'm hoping it doesn't take us too long and that we just sort of get lucky with the mushrooms tomorrow. Or the meth, whichever he prefers, right? Like, if we can turn that 66% chance into an 80%, then at least it's a slightly better odds. It's still just 50-50 in the end. You either get it or you don't, but it's a better 50-50, you know what I mean? All right, back up the mushrooms. Let's remove this trash crown. I have to remember to pawn this as well, because it does have pawning value. Yeah. All right. There we go. I am doing okay, Jake. I'm doing okay. Yeah, the future's uncertain, but... well, I have my health. There is possibilities of success. Yeah, it is what it is, buddy. Do you guys ever sometimes feel like, do you relate to this, where it's like, you're grateful to be alive, but if you could hit the undo button on your life and never be born, you might press it? Do you guys ever, like, relate to that feeling, or do I just sound incorrigibly selfish when I say that? All right, got the seeds. All right, there we go. All right, let's dump all this stuff. Benji never completed a deal, so he probably just never got a call from Chloe. Let's give him, Ludwig as well. in the hopes that it happens sooner. So, I'm actually gonna go into the sewer one more time. Can you buy trash bags from the gas mart? Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm gonna buy a trash bag. We have to empty out that trash bin so that we can take it up. I'll get 20 more baggies. We only have 19 more dollars on the debit. I need 26 baggies. We're gonna leave the drugs here. Let's go into the sewer. Here we go. Bag that up. You can leave it behind. Let's take the bed and the trash bin and the shelf. Now, unless we dunk this guy into the water, he's just gonna stay here forever. Like, he doesn't really seem to despawn. So I'll try to take this guy up. Really hard to get him up here. Son of a bitch. Easier this way, actually. No, it's not. We gotta try to take it slow, maybe. Holy fuck. It looks like there's a certain cutoff point where he just doesn't come up anymore. I'll try to lift him overhead now that the manhole cover is open. Yeah, that worked, more or less. Okay, let's dunk him in the river. Later. Okay. Yeah, we need 26 baggies. Which means I'll need to deposit. But we might not have a machine remaining to do that, so I'll just sleep first. All right. Oh. A game called Dispatch, huh? Alright, so Benji will complete a deal as soon as possible. Let's go give out the samples. I need to try to get Jerry first. He's the really important one. So we have 3 drugs, 57, 83, 66. God, even with an 83% chance, like, it's like I told you guys, right? It's just 50-50. Completely, it's just 50-50. I'm really glad that we can get the guns from the cops and do that, because without that, dude, there'd be way too much RNG to your ability to make money in the first week. I feel like I'm failing with the vast majority of the free samples that I try to give out, you know? Anyway, all right, we have 26 baggies, no more money on the debit. We're gonna have to get a shitload of cash from Mick. I'll do them 5 at a time. All right. 5750 for that batch of guns. Let's do a mass deposit for 9,200 bucks. All right, we have to buy a laundering business if we're gonna, you know, accomplish more. Okay, let's go grab more of this stuff that we have to pawn. All right, 1,400, highest offer. Table. All right, acid, gas, medium storage racks. We opened up a lot of our storage there. All right. Yeah, we got a shitload of cash, buddy. Look at that. We have 20 grand held right now. I'm gonna get a laundering business first, and we can think about buying like the stash and dash or whatever. Definitely need to start with the laundromat though. Okay. Yeah, we have... We should have completely upgraded places, which can actually allow more employees. So we got the stash and dash, and we got the laundromat, so I can now start to launder some money. 2,000 every day. And we got to try to get some of the customers that, as of yet, we failed to get. Let's start a laundering operation. Products, 45, 55. We didn't get any bites. Yeah. 39, 41, best chance with the weed. Yeah, we're just, it's over and over again. Like, just failure, failure, failure. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's definitely something going on there. 100%. Like, it's undeniable at this point. After, you know, after one series. See? After one series, that's confirmation bias. But after 3, that's evidence at that point. It stops being a theory and it becomes a full-blown fact. Yeah, there's definitely been some under-the-hood changes to samples. Yeah, we failed with all 3 of our customers today. Again, like all 3 of them. And they had, 2 of them had over 70% chance. One of them even had 80, right? It's unimaginably weird. Anyway, let's harvest. I'm gonna have to bag up all this weed here. So we'll harvest after we've done that. All right. We're gonna need more soil. There we go. Let's lower the price real quick. Nothing. And I probably can't get into the warehouse yet, so we're just gonna buy some more soil from here. All right, we got 8 soil. I agree, Jack. Yeah, that's what I told people about Darkest Dungeon. A lot of people play Darkest Dungeon and they get disappointed a lot because they fail a lot of things. I started to get into the mantra of it's just 50-50. No matter what you're doing, it's all 50-50. All right. Looks like Benji made that deal that we needed him to make. We'll give him the rest of the day to, because he had 2 customers, he might have another deal to do. Benji Coleman, letting you know I'm out of product. Fair enough. All right. Bye-bye, Sewer King. Yeah, straight over the railing. Would I undo my entire life? No, but I would go back to being like 5 and redo it. That's fair. That's fair. Having the foresight and the knowledge to get through your life, oh my god. Oh. Shitty part is, I feel like if I tried to tell 10-year-old me, or 5, like, you know, if I tried to tell 10-year-old me about intermittent fasting, cold showers, and processed food, 10-year-old me, I wouldn't even give a shit when I was 10. Yeah, I'd just be like, oh, here's a crazy person with his stupid health. Yeah. I was my own worst enemy growing up, man. All right. Well, we have the green crack now, our first green crack harvested. Let's deposit the grow stuff, shelf the weed. Ugh. All of these are growing, so now we just try to sling a little bit. Try to make some nickel and dime deals. With Benji's help, you'll be able to move a good quantity of product. Now it's time to start manufacturing higher value product. Alright, so we need to buy a mixing station. Which, we're gonna wait and just get the tier 2 mixing station later. Yeah. Can't believe I did that with the time that we had. That's crazy. All right. Mick does want to buy something, but it is not safe. I'm gonna try to hide here. I have to be behind this pole, but we can do it. Okay, Ms. Ming wants a deal. Beautiful. Yeah, we got some extra deals there, 4 of them. It's extra EXP, which is gonna get me into the warehouse sooner. Over time. Anyway, let's grab the bat, and let's start going through town, getting all these machines. We have a lot of money, but you always need more, especially now when we're on the cusp of setting up, like, businesses and whatnot, right? Okay, 45. No call from Mick. And I might want to get this machine now, because I won't be able to later. Not without rousing the cop and pissing him off, right? I got mixed machines already. The idea of messaging your dealer to meet you somewhere between 3 to 6 p.m. behind some random shop is, yeah. It's crazy, especially the AM. The AM sales are what get me. Like the guy's literally like, okay, meet me between 2 and 6 a.m. Like... What if they work in the morning, you know? Like, that's crazy. All right, we can start doing our deals now. Although not everybody has showed up yet. Yeah, let's keep doing the machines. This cop looks like he's gone. I could go down that road anytime I want. I really like the mod for the off-road, the golden skateboard off-road hybrid. The only problem, I think, is that it's not balanced. You should easily have to pay like 5 grand for that fucking thing. You shouldn't be able to just spend 1,500 bucks on this skateboard. That's, you know. Okay, we got a deal with Jesse. Let's go 45. No bites from any other customers. Yeah, we've gotten just about 500 extra dollars, so it's been worth it. Going around, smashing open all these machines, you know? Yeah, how would you change your own mind on things? That is a deep rabbit hole of thought. How do you convince yourself, your younger self, to live a better life based on the experience you gained when you're just another adult that your younger self wouldn't want to listen to? It's crazy. Whoa. I can get in here? Oh, I'm not supposed to be able to get in there yet. That's a result of the mod that we're using. Yeah, so it's this. The WarehousePlus. We're gonna toggle this off, the always open thing. We'll turn it on once we've officially gained access to the warehouse. Like, in the real way, you know? You can springboard up these barrels, it's just kind of hard to do sometimes. Yeah, right there. All right, Jesse bought 4 grams. I like that. I like having those barrels there because it gives you a way to get up there without having to go all the way around. I just wish I could more reliably succeed with the springboard jump. I do tend to fail it often. Okay. Donna, you want to buy anything? I need the EXP and you need the weeds, so... Let's unassign the customers from Benji. Grab his cash. Beth wants to meet us out and about. Right here. Ms. Ming's waiting for us somewhere. Okay. Let's pay off our debt to Albert and order more seeds. $320 in cash for the next order of green crack seeds. It looks like that's it for our deals right now. So, can I get in here yet? I highly doubt it, just given all the free samples that I failed, but... Nope, not yet. Yeah, we need Hoodlum 5. Probably would have it if I had succeeded with some more samples, but... Anyway. Right as soon as we get into that warehouse, buddy, I'm gonna be able to make, like, automated operations. Yeah. We can technically have 2 people at the fucking sweatshop, and I don't know how these mods are gonna change, like, what's possible. There's gonna be a lot of new possibilities, and I won't even know them all at first. Like, I'm gonna have to experiment with certain things, right? I know that the handlers can now deliver... yeah, cross-property transport. There's no settings here, but... Okay. Oh yeah, and I can remotely do my laundering now. I don't even need to go to the actual business. Cool. Yeah, I can do it from my phone. Which honestly makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I want to get into the warehouse so I can check and see if the mod for having more employees at every location is working. Alright, let's head in. We are getting low on OG Kush. We don't have much. We have 20. And other than that, we have a bunch of green crack. So I'm going to want to redirect some deals to green crack. So let's set the price point of this to 55, list it for sale, and then delist OG Kush. And let's get some sleep. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to start another coffee. Alright, the water's gonna come to a boil. Let's hop back in. The drop is ready behind the construction site. We need to give out the samples. Again, Jerry is like priority one. I guess let's go over here first. Because we still have to get fucking Kim and Peggy. Alright, we finally got Peggy. And we also got Kim. It's about time we had a reversal on that bad luck. Anyway. Now we have to go visit Charles, Roland, and George. Or, sorry, Jerry. And we're gonna have to really hope that we get Jerry. Again, Dean and George are on the other side of him, so... Let's order another dead drop. We have just enough cash in the collection box to pay him back. Oh shit, I gave him weed instead of giving him the mushroom. And we still succeeded. That's funny shit. Okay. Fair enough. All right. 89% chance with the meth. Let's give that to him. Got him. Now we have to visit Charles over here. Of course, try to make a couple little deals. Meg Cooley, you want 2 grams. Now, let me look at the price. 43 times 1.5 is 64. We're gonna put that down as 60. $72, 64, 75. Give them the mushroom. Right on. I love the smiley faces that they get after they eat the mushrooms. All right. Now, we gotta try to get George. We've had a really good day today for free samples. A really good day, comparatively to prior days. There he is. I love that mini-map, dude. I can see everyone. 82, 67, 46. So we give him the weed. Right on. We got it. I think we now have every customer. Damn, we're getting like 80 bucks a gram at this point for the green crack.
Okay.
Alright, I'd imagine I can probably get into the warehouse now, after all those free samples have been given out. So we're gonna try to enter. Jesse, you wanna buy anything? Here you go, sweetheart. Have a wonderful day. Yo, Mick Lubricant, how you doing? Here. Better now, right? Can I come in? All right, yeah, we got into the warehouse, boys. We got it. Anyway, my water's boiling. All right, now I need the other timer for steeping. And we've officially gained access to the warehouse. I'm gonna turn on this mod that lets me enter the warehouse all day. Yeah. Now I can simply get in there anytime I want. So, laundry. $2,000 we are now laundering. That's sick how you can do that. All right, let's talk to everybody. Okay, so, that's weird. I'm supposed to be able to get an employee at the motel room. That's odd. Hang on. Yeah, this employees but more mod is supposed to let me do that. That sucks that it's not working. Okay, user data, employees, but more. So we can try to change it. Like, we can try to potentially fix any problems with it, but we'll see. You know, let's save the game, exit. Although I feel ambivalent about logging out when we haven't been contacted by the cartel yet. We're just gonna do it, though. We're just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna quit, and we're gonna try to fix that. Okay, let's exit the game. I need to go to where my, yeah, the mods folder here. Config, so user data. Game, user data, employees, but more. Open with Notepad, I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, sweatshop 2, motel employees 1. So why isn't this working now? That's weird. Yeah, that sucks, buddy. That really sucks. Yeah, I got no idea, dude. No idea. That really sucks. I was looking forward to having that. We can still try things out. Welcome, Chris. It's good to see you, brother. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I see your star turned yellow. Fucking goat. Damn straight. We're gonna try to see if our handlers can still move stuff between properties, but it sucks that we can't have the increased employee numbers. Really sucks. Yeah, I was really looking forward to that, you know? Now, maybe it works, but it's just not listed. However, if that's the case, then why does it say employee limit reached on the motel, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I can't click on that. It sucks, buddy. Maybe it's because of the sewer office. Maybe I need to add the sewer office to the document in order for it to work. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
Huh. Yeah.
We'll try to add like a sewer line. What's it called?
Huh.
It's the sewer office, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sewer office. Let's open that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's no sewer office line. Now, we can try to change this and we can try to get it working, but I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Sewer office employees 1. So we're going to try that and we're going to see if this fixes the rest of it. If not, I'll have to just like not use this mod in particular. Really sucks because I was looking forward to having like more employees at various places, right? Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, that sucks, buddy. That really sucks. Alright, I'm gonna have to get rid of that mod. Employees, but more. Delete. Mods. Employees, but more. Gotta delete that. There might be an alternative mod that I could use. We'll have to wait and see, but employees, but more. I think I'm logged in. So let's go to posts. Add comment. Dead mod no longer works, needs an update. It displays the motel room in the fixer's list of places to hire workers, but does not allow those workers to be added, claiming the motel is full even if you don't have a worker there. I suspect it might have something to do with the implementation of the sewer office, but I really have no clue. Okay, submit. Yeah, we had all the requirements. We had all the requirements done. It's not the only mod I have, no. We have other ones. All right, yeah, that sucks. So what about, yeah, employee mod schedule 1. There is like a more workers thing. Adds in-game tools to author and adjust worker idle points per property. Okay, this might work. Okay, so this might work with the phone app. Let's try installing this one. Manual download. We have the mods app. We have, what's Steam Network Lib? Well, I might need to get that, unfortunately. So let's open up the description of this stream. Yeah, Steam Network Lib. More workers. Download. Download. Your videos. Let's update the description and provide links. Yeah, really damn shame about employees, but more. But we'll see if I can find an alternative mod for you guys to use in your playthroughs. Steam Network Lib. Required for more workers to function. And the link is right here. Wait. And then more workers. Allows tweaking of how many employees you can have at various properties. Yeah, hopefully this one works. All right, we've saved that. Now I need to unpack these mods. I have a minute before my coffee is ready. So, yeah. Open the mods folder. All right, so we're trying these out. All right, both are added. Let's boot up the game. All right, I'll be right back. All right, boys, let's engage in the experiment here. Yeah, we'll see if we can modify the amount of employees available at various spaces. All right, mod manager. More workers. I don't really know how this works. I'll have to look at the more workers page, probably. How do you use this? Manual idle points via world space JSON. Appended after existing default idle points with automatic... What? How do I do it? Capture new manual idle point. Select and move idle points on the... I have no idea. Can you guys make heads or tails of this? Move key for idle point overrides. That's visual only. How do I... Yeah, we're talking Schedule 1. Welcome, Recoil. I'm trying mods. And I'm trying to figure out how to add more employees to a property. Oh, great. We got an egoist. All right. So place, move, and remove idle points for workers with hotkeys is the core functionality. So we... Hang on, what's that? More workers. System IO, file not found, could not load file or... You know what? I don't think we can do having more employees. I just don't think we can do it. It's just not working. Right? So... Mods. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. I'm also gonna get rid of this more workers. Yeah, we can't have more workers. It's just not gonna happen. So I'm gonna update this to reflect that, the description. That's a damn shame. But you know what? At least now I do have it set so that handlers can transport stuff. Hopefully that mod at least works. Yeah, cross-property transportation. Allows handlers to transfer items between properties. How does it work? Whenever source/destination is set to something in another property, the NPC won't do the full walk. Instead, it'll go to a predetermined spot close to a property gate or sidewalk and do the grabbing animation. So it counts as like a delivery thing. Take out your management clipboard, open a station or handler management UI, click the button for assigning source/destination, press up and down arrow keys to quickly teleport between owned properties. Okay, fair enough. Let's open the game. Oh yeah, that's moist recoil. Damn straight. Yeah, we have had some successful mods so far. It's the Minimap one that I'm using is probably the best. And there's another one that basically adds gold skateboard speed to the off-road skateboard, which I really like as well. However, the only thing I don't like about that mod is that it doesn't cost enough money to buy it. It basically, you just pay 1,500 and you get the super skateboard. I would have preferred to have a third option that combined both for an exorbitant price, right? Anyway, you know what? We can access the warehouse, and I can at least start setting up the stash and dash for something. Yeah. Storage unit. I wonder why the sewer office is here. Employee limit reached. Weird, eh? Maybe Tyler has plans to, like, add it. So,
Huh.
Yeah, let's do a botanist to the storage unit. Deal.
Oh.
And then a cleaner to the storage unit. And another, maybe like either another botanist or a handler. I don't really know yet. Let's do another botanist. Send it to the storage unit.
Huh.
And then we'll do a handler to the sweatshop and see what we can do. So, getting good deals so far. We can't get the mixing station tier 2 yet. We're gonna wait until we can. Let's get, I'm gonna want to double up this, right? Like 16 each, which is pretty expensive. We can afford it. 16 on all 3. Okay. Now, hopefully, we're still gonna get the cartel thing working properly tomorrow. Brandon, Anthony, and Rebecca. Yeah, the cartel thing, I'm not really sure that it's gonna work. I don't know yet. Because we got all the Westville customers, and then we had to quit the game. I'm gonna remove this one and make it into like a nice box like this. Yep, just like we had it last time. Looks real nice that way. And it's functional. Alright. Start laying out the lights. And let's go get more. Okay. Ugh. Here you go, buddy. Jerry Montero, 3 green crack. I have to make sure we have a suitable supply. Yeah, we got 4 stacks. We're good. I'll have to package it, but I can do that. Let's go back and grab more grow op stuff, and I also need to quickly buy some lockers. I need 4 lockers. I'm hoping that with the ability to have a handler transport things between properties that... Yeah, let's just get a bunch of those. I'm hoping that with the ability to have handlers transfer things between properties, I'm going to be able to use the sweatshop handler to kind of move stuff around, right? It might be possible. Anyway, we got the lockers that we need for both properties. Now we're gonna go over here. I already have more lights on the rack. I'm gonna get a packaging station tier 2. Yep. And then 20. I don't have the cash for that. We'll get the packaging station right now. I'll have more cash after tonight, after we do all of our deals. We're not gonna deal with her yet. Lower the price. Didn't get a bite. I think I'd like to rotate these. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. There, that's the correct orientation that we want. Can't get any business from Mick right now. All right. Now, let's place the lockers. And then we need a storage shelf right here. Another one right there. Dean Webster. All right. Yeah, we're fishing to try and get a deal with Mick. Anyways. Grab that. Place the better one. We're gonna have to start packaging up some weed for tonight. Let's deposit these for now, and then let's go buy some baggies. I need 60 baggies. We can pay with cash. I can get a little more. Fuck it, let's just get what we have right now. I actually have 4 stacks of weed, so I'll get an exact amount of baggies for that. 20 baggies. 20 extra long life soil. We just have to come here and click purchase when we're done dealing. It is very nice to have that more efficient packaging station. Can you go backwards with this? Like, what if I go like that? No, it doesn't work nearly as well. Yeah, even though we can't do the more employees thing, we might still be able to do the property linking thing. I do want to find out, because we have a mod that allows handlers apparently to make deliveries, so... 2 green crack to Ludwig. 2 to Chloe. Let's order another dead drop. Can I meet up with him yet? No. All right. Six green crack. Let's knock on some doors. Here you go, Meg. Shirley can hook us up with Pseudo. All right. We'll try to sell something to George. It looks like we literally have a deal scheduled with everyone from Kyle's family. Kyle, Meg, and Austin, all three. All right. There he is. Nothing. There you go, Geraldine. All right, so you're my guy, Gary, huh? Fucking Gary, right on. Ben and Gary's ice cream. Oh, recoil. Okay, sorry, buddy. Yeah, what's your question? Okay, we can now meet up with them to buy what we need. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we have a deal that we're gonna have to do at the barber shop, but I can try to hop up the barrels to get up there. There you go, Trent. Yeah, let's try the barrel method. Nope. The cops saw us way too fast. I don't know what it is. Sometimes they see you instantly and sometimes they don't. I can't figure it out. It's very unpredictable. All right. Are you gonna get out of the car, buddy? I kind of need you to. I guess not. I mean, I can't get away unless he gets out of the car, right? Let's try to do this deal. Get out of the car, dude. Okay, finally. There's another cop right there. If you spring for a membership with your other YouTube account, would you put the name at the end of your video like my handle? I don't think so, buddy. Best I would do is just like put it in the description. Same as everyone else, right? All right, we got the deal done. Now I can buy the soil. Got it. We lost the cops. Hey, sweetie. It would be worth it to you. Oh, you mean in the description? Okay. Fair enough, buddy. Hey, your money is good to me. Yeah, we got to put food on the table. So if you wanted to help out the channel, I would definitely put you in the description down below. All right, let's put the soil here. And we're gonna need more seeds. We have a delivery incoming for 8, I believe. Let's meet up. He wants to meet at the West construction site. Okay, we have 8 seeds right there. So let's leave the weed behind. If I ordered 8, then that means there's 8 on that shelf in there, right? So 8, 16, 24. I need to buy 36 more seeds. Other channels do it at the end, but it requires like video editing, right? I can't really edit a live stream. I mean, I can, but then it actually, whenever you edit a live stream, you lose the live chat. It disassociates the live chat from the stream, so it's no longer able to be viewed. All right, let's set this stuff up. Supplies shelf. There we go. Now we need to set up the cleaner. We're gonna need a trash bin for that. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. We have a locker, don't we? Another locker? Yeah, in here. And then the packaging station, the large storage rack. We got to find out what we can do with this handler here. If anything at all. Let's put the shelf right here. Put the locker right there. Set him up. Okay, oh wow, it works. All right, so the route is going to go to here from here. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to see how that goes. Yep. And he then needs a new route going from here to there. And he'll need another shelf, but we'll bring it tomorrow. We certainly don't need to pay his wages right now. He's got nothing to do. All right, let's go set up the trash can. It might work. We'll try out this mod and we'll see. It's possible that that mod might end up being my favorite one. Transferring stuff between properties, doing like shipments, you know? Let's place this trash can down. Instead of putting it in the exact middle, we're gonna move it over here by 1, increasing the overlap. Okay. So we have it all set up pretty much. We just have to give people wages. Let's give them 2 days. All right. We still need to designate outputs for all the plants. Destination, right here. Okay. I think that'll do. All right. I can buy that tomorrow. Yeah, let's go to sleep. Matt Beeble, right on. Okay. Honestly, Recoil, I'm 100% okay with that, buddy. It's a symbiotic relationship. If you feel it gives you more exposure to be, like, in the description, you're also putting food on my table and helping me and my wife survive with it. So, like, damn straight, buddy. That's a win for me. The drop is ready. You can find it behind the grocery store. Let's grab the OG Kush and some more weed. I have to talk to this guy right here. So this is the cartel asshole who's been fucking with us and blowing up our RV. We're gonna refuse to deal with him. Yep. All right. Now, let's go into the warehouse. And I'm gonna buy a mixing. Oh, I can't afford it yet. Okay, fair enough. I need to get trimmers, the electric trimmers. So we'll just go to the hardware store and get that. Let's grab this drop behind the grocery store. Oh, shit. Oh my god. I just got ambushed by cartellies. Come on, come on. I got the kook. Drink it. All right, here we go. Bring it. That was intense, eh, boys? That was real intense. Okay, we got a machete, a good replacement weapon. A gun. And another gun, look at that. I'm just gonna get rid of the bat, I think, or we can give these to Benji. All right, and we have another gun from Molly. We're probably gonna give Molly the bat. I'm gonna start using the machete. Let's get another can of Coke. Yeah, we gotta heal up. I'm lucky. I'm honestly pretty lucky. I got ambushed in the middle of the fucking alleyway by a whole bunch of them. I'm pretty sure I got punched and stabbed. Like, oh man, okay. That's the full round of all the seeds that they need. Yeah, let's go sign on Jane if we can. Or not Jane, Molly. Wow, she actually gets like a Coke out of the machine. You could steal their Coke. All right. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. Extreme. It's a fake. Get him. Hell yeah, dude. That is huge. That is honestly tremendous support, buddy. I'm gonna update this here. Yeah, all of them. All right. Matt. Beeble Music. Thank you so fucking much, buddy. It's huge. It's huge. The channel's been uncertain lately with like algorithmic suppression and shadow banning and whatnot, so every membership is, honestly, never underestimate it. Memberships are my most reliable form of income, because even when the ad revenue isn't as good, even when I'm getting censored or shadow banned, right? It fills in the gaps every single month to make sure that we're getting what we need. I'm not really playing that anymore, nor these. Yeah, you're in all of the most recent series. Yeah, the most recent ones. Thank you very much, buddy. Very much. All right. We can't hire her yet, not until we reach friendly with one of her connections. Oh yeah, let's go buy the trimmers. The good ones.
Okay.
Got him. And I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of jars for that handler. Yeah. All right, deposit. Put those there. Yeah, we'll start with 4 stacks of jars for now. Oh, put it in spaces? No problem, buddy. No problem. However you want it. Yeah, Matt Beeble Music. All right, and then in the document itself. All right, you're cleared, buddy. Laundry, 2,000. I don't have the cash for that right now. All right, let's just buy the jars. 20. Wait, 80. All right. Now, if I go grab the bat, I can try to get enough for a full laundering operation by smashing open the machines. Like, we can try it. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'll see what I can do. George Green. God damn, look at that deal. I'm tempted to just go do it now, that deal, so I can get the money for the laundering, but... Oh, shit. Go. All right, we'll get machines while we run. Is there a traffic stop up there? Yep, can't go there. Jesus. All right. More cops. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Let's go to Westville. All right. We almost have enough to start the laundering. Almost. Schedule the deals. Counter offer. 20 bucks more. Yeah. And we might want to deliver these jars and put some wages into the sweatshop area. Because I honestly want to see how this works, if at all, right? Let's put the jars there. Put wages in here. So he's paid up. I'm okay with just waiting until tomorrow morning to start my laundering, if I wish. So... No, this probably won't work. Unless there's nothing on the shelf, that's also possible. It might be that they haven't harvested and put anything on the shelf yet. Hell, it might even, like that, yeah. That's entirely possible. Yeah, if they're not over there, yeah, nothing's grown yet, so no need to paint the devil on the wall. It might work just fine, given enough time. Let's continue smashing open machines. We're gonna need another large shelf for him. So apparently what should happen is that rather than going to get one stack at a time, like it was in our previous attempt, it might be like a much quicker thing. It looks like he's going. It said that he would go to like the street or whatever. Yeah, cross-property transport. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. All right, put that there. Hello, Anna. We're doing pretty good today. Having a good day. Hell yeah. How are you doing? Well, hopefully one day when I'm also a stupid millionaire, you'll still be giving me money, Recoil. All right, increase. Yeah, he only took one stack. I might... Hang on, let me take a look at this page. How to use. Take out your management clipboard, open a station or handler management UI, click the button for assigning a source/destination. Whenever it's set to something in another property, the NPC won't do the full walk to the other property. Instead, it'll go to a predetermined spot close to a property gate or sidewalk, do the item grabbing, and then take it elsewhere. What's reshelves? I don't know. Posts. It's not designed to pull, it's designed to transfer. Your employees are supposed to send their final product to another property with this mod, and then a handler moves it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He walked all the way there, to my understanding, which is not the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the way it's supposed to work. At all. Anybody got any ideas? You're doing well? I'm glad to hear that, Anna. What does reshelves do? Well, the reshelves mod has been hidden, but I can't get this one to work.
Hey, what?
Hang on. Maybe I can do it with the botanists. Perhaps I should try that. Yeah, let's give this a try, okay? We're gonna try this. So I'm gonna go to all of these plants. We're gonna grab them all. And then destination, use up and down to teleport to other properties. We're here at the sweatshop. Yeah, we're gonna try to have it outputted to there. And we'll see what happens. And I'll just take this stuff myself, I suppose. Okay. I think it worked. Yeah, I actually think that she just transported it over there. So we don't need the handler to do it. It looks like you can get the botanists or the chemists, they leave and then they do the hand thing and it just puts it over there. I think. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we gotta wait for this handler to come back, and I think that this mod has made it pretty much possible to do. It's far from ideal. I do wish that we had like a balanced way of doing it, like a, you know, a way designed for vanilla, where it's like, well, you guys know what I mean. A balanced way. A way that's costly, that requires things. Either way. Yeah, he is now just going to be doing packaging every day. So let's give him another day's wages. And I'm going to get him 4 more stacks of jars. That mod does offer up some profound implications for the rest of our playthrough, though. Yeah. All right, 80 more jars. Got it. You know what Recoil's musician name should be? Tower of Beeble. Right? I feel like that's... Fuck yeah, buddy. You know? Like, right on. Okay, so we actually don't even need that shelf here. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, there's built-in logistics if you're using this mod. It doesn't work the way we thought it did. I thought I was gonna have to use this handler to do it. But it turns out you can just use the botanists to do it. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on how much weed is here. Yeah, 86. And then we're just gonna take a look at it soon when they've harvested more plants. All right, the packaging station has been assigned a destination. Look at that. Yeah, they literally just deposited their grown stuff here. That's amazing. So it kind of gives off the impression that you have like these delivery people whose job it is to get your product where it needs to go. That's really awesome, dude. That is so cool. Beautiful. I like it. And then maybe all I need is a route for the handler to like restock the shelf with more growing supplies. Yeah, buddy. You know what, like, do you know what that means? That means we're gonna be able to designate all of those grown plants immediately to the bungalow for drying and mixing, right? Like, the possibilities are limitless with that. I really like that mod. That mod just rapidly became one of my favorite mods. And this guy's just preparing us fucking jars of green crack. Just like that. I'm gonna want to start trying to bump people up into jar deals. We're gonna need more product. I do have some bagged product. By the way, I couldn't help but notice when I was looking at my camera here, it kind of gets in the way of all the deals. So I was thinking I might move it over to the right-hand side, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Hang on. Yeah, let me see how it looks. Yeah, it gets really hard to read it, so I think I'm gonna move that over. Both of these. Let's unlock the video and chat and move them this way. Right? Like, maybe that'll be better for playing Schedule 1. Let me know what you guys think after I made that change, if it's, like, better or worse or whatever. I can leave that open. All right. So let's start doing some deals. I really don't have that much product on hand, but we could harvest and I could package more. And we can go grab some jars as well. I don't even need to do this anymore, really. Yeah, we can clean these up. Now, the only thing I noticed with that is that you guys have a partially obstructed view of the minimap, but I could move it down, right? Oh, not the display capture. We need to move the video capture. So maybe let's try this, huh? Yeah. So let's go get some more baggies. I can start my laundering now. 2,000. And what day is it anyway? Sunday. So 24 hours and I'll be able to... Yeah. Deposit 10K. Yeah, I think that looks much better. What do you guys think? Having the chat on the right-hand side there? I wish it didn't take me so long to realize that and fix it, but better late than never, I suppose. Let's see here. We're gonna want to get some Granddaddy Purple seeds. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it's nice to be fixed. Like, to have it fixed. I was looking at my Schedule 1 stream, like, a couple of days ago, and I saw that there was, like, the journal was obstructing the view of the chat and vice versa. But I forgot about it until now, so now we have a fix. Which is good. It's good that we have a fix, because now, you know, the rest of the series will be much better off. Like, morale is high right now, dude. Morale is very high right now, I would say, because we actually found out that it does work with transferring supplies from one property to the other, right? Like, that's enormous news. God, the implications are profound with that. Yeah, we just got to make sure this guy has more jars every now and then. Anyway, let's do the remainder of our deals, and let's give some more cash here to Albert Hoover. We're gonna have to level him up until we can get deliveries from him, so. All right. Hey, Susie. Maybe she's listening to her audiobook. All right, Molly Presley. We can now get her as a dealer. So we're gonna pay her signing fee. We're gonna grab this gun and bat that we have, and we're gonna give them to her. Right, gun and machete. Leave those behind. Okay, we paid her signing fee. There's her weaponry. And then we could give her 10 jars and start using the dealers. Although we will level up slower if we use the dealers. It is worth considering. Yeah, maybe for now we won't use them, but they are equipped with weapons for when we decide that we'd like to. Her and Benji both. All right. All right. All of our deals are done. The money's already being laundered. I could go buy that mixing station, but we can do it in the morning. I'm able to access the warehouse during the day, thankfully, thanks to a mod that we have. It's really convenient. Let's see here. Settings, flashlight. You can even change the color of your light if you want. Yeah, we're gonna set that to 1. All right. We're just gonna deploy that whenever we need it. It's not the kind of thing that we need to leave out. Not like these plants. Okay. Clean up the trash. And let's get to sleep. Peddler 2. Peddler 3. Okay, Western Gas Mart. Let's start doing some deals. And I'm gonna start trying to redirect many deals into jars. Damn straight, buddy. Things are going good. Let's check on things. Everything's going fine. Yeah, they're good on supplies. They're currently harvesting the plants. All the trash is getting cleaned diligently by our cleaner. Things are going smooth. Hell yeah, buddy. We're gonna have more than enough jars of weed. Let's go buy that tier 2 mixer. And we are gonna wanna do our spray painting, try to unlock new customers, but honestly, I'm in no rush. I'd kinda like to have Heavenly Weed before we even bother trying to get new customers, right? We'll see what we can do. Let's go plant this Granddaddy Purple and buy the mixing station. Damn straight, Anna. Damn straight. I played guitar when I was a kid, a little bit, like a tiny bit. I basically learned how to play Happy Birthday and Jingle Bells, and then I stopped. It's a good thing I got out of the music game too, because I would have hogged all the talent and there wouldn't have been any left for anybody else. You know? All right. Plants are watered and currently growing. We no longer need this watering can. We'll get rid of it. Kyle Cooley. I don't want to just increase the price by 100 yet. I kind of worry about losing potential deals if I do that, right? 3. Up to 5 for 350. That's 70 bucks per gram. Yeah, we're getting more jar deals now. Very nice. We got some bagged up green crack in there. I'll take a little bit. Leave this behind. Let's try to sling a little bit. Being able to ship stuff. See, this is why I wanted delivery drivers, to tell you the truth. Can you imagine if delivery drivers were a thing? I really never understood why the community didn't vote for delivery drivers, because being able to sync up multiple properties toward the same purpose is like, for a lot of us, that was the really awesome thing about Ghetto Mozart's video, was like, we dreamed of like having every property have a unified purpose, you know? Like you grow product here and then you ship it over there for drying, and then you ship it over here for mixing, etc., right? Like, that's cool shit. But you know what? Having a mod solution is definitely way better than nothing. And I'm happy that we get to experience Schedule 1 in this way now. Don't mind me, officer. I'm just picking up the cash I dropped. Jesus. Take care for now, Jack. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy. Hell yeah. It was nice to see you today. Do you guys ever say, hello, how are you doing? Or like, see you later, and then you have this 2-second thought where you're like, I'm a fraud engaging in social conventions. Do you guys ever like overanalyze your interactions with other people and go, am I just following a societally accepted script right now? You know, like when someone shows up in my stream in the morning, this doesn't happen all the time, but if somebody shows up in the morning and they're like, good morning, how are you? And I'm like, I'm doing okay, how are you doing? There's like, I do genuinely want to know, but I wonder about the actual intentions behind me asking how they're doing, right? Am I adhering to a social convention, or am I genuinely curious to know how they're doing? Like, the nature of my response, what is it, right? That's, I'm probably overthinking it considerably, but I just get this feeling every now and then where it's like, am I authentic, or am I just following the same script that everybody else is? Do I really care how other people are doing, or do I want them to think I care, to fit in socially? Right? Susie's like, yeah, we're just performing roles in a giant cosmic play. True. Based. All right. Let's order 10 more green crack seeds. And then pay off that debt. We're gonna have to order one more delivery from Albert Hoover, but then we'll be able to receive base deliveries from him. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is honestly so cool how they're just doing what they're doing right now, like shipping the weed over and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe consider making some Sweet Tooth, and then we can start working on the addictiveness of our early game customers here. It depends on whether or not I'm currently able to get the chilies. I think I need like Peddler 4 in order to get them. Yeah, I can't get them yet, so we're gonna wait until we can make our authentic Sweet Tooth bud. Couldn't fish for any more business with that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Finally got rid of the OG Kush that we had. You're sure it's a thing? I say good morning to my boss just to get them out of my way. I don't actually mean it. Yeah. You know? It's like it boils down to, I think there's a certain level of stoicism to social convention and conformity, where it's like, if somebody asks how we're doing, we're gonna say we're fine even if we're not. And I always try to like break that mold. I try to be honest with people, right? Like I tell them if I'm not doing too good or having doubts, despairing, and I try to invite them to tell me if they are similarly sharing in some of the despair that I experience, you know? But is that just another form of social convention? Am I trying to be that guy, or do I actually care? What is beneath the facade of what we appear to be? That's deep, bro. Okay. This guy is still just packaging away. You see that? Look at all these jars of weed that we got just sitting here. That's amazing. That mod is extraordinary. Having a logistics network between properties, it just completely changed everything, you know? Completely. Everything is different now. And I love it. There's 4 more seeds on that shelf. We'll restock everything. I could buy the soil right now, I think. Although it might be $1,200 with a $200 fee. Nope, just $1,200. I hear spray paint. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, look at all that. Holy shit. Yeah, influence in Westville went way down. I haven't even done any spray painting, which is crazy. And it looks like we just unlocked downtown without even meaning to. Interesting. Okay. I just got business with Mick. Hell yeah, it's another jar, another sale, right? Beth Pen. Drop is ready. Let's get one more. Pay off the debt. I can now get supplies delivered directly to our properties from Albert Hoover. Trent Sherman, 3. Ugh. Where's that drop? Behind the tattoo parlor. All right, there's the soil. So, new customers, Lucy Pennington and Elizabeth. We can try. I do still have some meth and mushrooms left over. Now the meth, most people aren't gonna want it, but we might be able to secure a customer with it if we have it on us. We'll at least take it. We have the mushrooms, the meth. I'm gonna wanna harvest that Granddaddy Perp and make my superpower bud. I'm so excited to be playing this now that we can merge properties. It definitely changed things and... Holy shit. Oh my god, I almost got arrested. Run. Nah. Oh shit. Okay, I got in. Yeah, we're okay in here as long as I'm inside like a safe zone, right? Quote unquote safe. Are you even you at this point? There's a philosophy about you don't actually make the choices you make. Your parents embed it in you and you learn it. Yep. Learned conventions, learned behaviors. In some cases, even learned helplessness and conformity. Okay, let's go see Elizabeth and try to get her as a customer. Where's Elizabeth? Oh, she's gone. She's walking up there now. Okay, fair enough. Jesse Waters, green crack. I reduced her down to an equal, even jar. Holy shit. I love how nobody else gets in trouble for curfew. It's just me, pretty much. 52%. Well, we got her. We'll try for Lucy. Let's do this deal with Austin for a jar. Uh, 50, 21, 61. All right, we did not get Lucy. So we have to try Lewis over at the restaurant. I'm surprised he's still there. I figured he would have gone home already. Got him. Now we have to try for Kevin Oakley and Eugene Buckley. It tastes awful, and it works. And after tonight, I'm gonna be able to deposit 10 grand again. The drop is ready. Over here, let's grab it. Eugene, 46, 46, 61. Okay, we got Eugene. So Kevin, Philip at the casino. Kevin's in a really difficult spot, actually. I can't knock on this door, so my only option is to try this one, and I don't like that at all. Okay. I don't know how I pulled it off, but we did. He declined us, but we still managed to try. Let's go visit Philip and Greg. $70, $65, $54. Okay, the weed. We got him. This guy, Bruce Norton, he actually prefers the meth. So giving him the meth is going to make me have a much higher chance of succeeding with the new customer here. 71, 64, 34. So mushrooms are the highest chance. We got him. Okay. Now Jeff Gilmore, which is going to be a tough one, and Greg Figgle. Here you go, Mick. Time to start doing these deals. We got to make a little bit of pocket money. There you go, Chloe. All right. We're gonna have to meet up with Albert Hoover in order to restock the shelf. We also have to pay some wages. Let's grab more bagged stuff. Jeff Gilmore and Greg Figgle. I'm just gonna drink this. $31, $41, $73, but I need baggies. Okay. Got him. Let's go grab the seeds from over here while we do the West Coast deals. We have a deal for Kyle, unfortunately, next to the barber shop. No deals near the construction site, though. Collect the seeds. Here you go, Meg. The curfew is BS. It'd be cool if you could see people, like, getting arrested by the cops because they were violating curfew too, you know? Like, if it wasn't just you. Alright, we're done all of our deals. We need to arrange a meetup with Albert Hoover and visit Jeff Gilmore. We're gonna deposit the mushrooms and the meth, as well as the jar of weed. Jeff Gilmore is really tough to do. I might not even actually be able to do it, because now that the time freeze is active, right? Yeah, just knocking on that door is hard as fuck. It looks like I can't hide behind that railing. I'll just get this guy to, like, leave that area, and then maybe I can figure something out. Oof, that was clean skating. Let's arrange a meetup with Albert. Next to the mayor's house. We barely even need this operation churning out anything. I'm thinking we won't even pay the wages, for fuck's sake, right? Like, I mean, why bother? Things are fine right now. There you go, buddy. All right, we got him. I even got to sell to him. But okay. Yeah, we can go do Randy. That sounds gay as fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna go do it. All right. So we're gonna need 40 more seeds. Beautiful. Bribing the cops would be a really cool mechanic, yeah. And having to deal with cops who, like, try to rob you. You know, like corrupt cops. Yeah, for now, I don't even need to make more drugs. So they're restocked and they're ready for more, but we don't need to actually do anything with them for the time being. Let's go visit Randy and see if we can get him as a customer. Give that a try, buddy. So now we just have 3 more customers from downtown remaining. Only 3. That's nice, buddy. And what's crazy is we're gonna be able to get the docks customers, like, tomorrow. At least start trying to get them. Time to go to sleep. 1200 EXP and 4 grand. We can now make our chili weed, the sweet tooth. We got 2 level ups there. Full spectrum grow light. I'll be able to get the drying rack soon. Yup. So let's harvest these and replant. Yeah, those are just decorative plants now. Let's clean up the trash. At least until we run out of our granddaddy purple, you know? Okay. So, we're gonna have to start some new mixes. And try to do some more deals. I'm gonna need more packaged product too. So... not much, just a little bit in baggies. I'm able to go here into the warehouse during the day now, thanks to that mod that we have. So we're gonna buy some baggies. By the way, laundry, yes. All right, $2,000 laundering operation is currently happening. Not that we have to, like we're able to deposit, but I figure we'll, you know, just try to get ahead of it. Let's buy 40 baggies. Hell, you know what? I could just package it myself. Yeah, let's do that. Put the jars here. Deposit this to weed on the packaging station. And we'll leave that there. Yeah. Anyway, Lucy Pennington. We need more packaged stuff. Isn't too often that we have to bust this out. Let's get it done. And what I might try to do today is sell some jars and handshake deals. We'll save these baggies for other shit. Yeah, let's deposit this. We're gonna have to buy some mixing ingredients. I will need at least a few baggies for the free samples, but other than that, yeah, we can try to sell jars all day, buddy. I'll try to reduce the price until it becomes a 100% chance of success. I might stick to a 55? No, maybe 60 is fine. We're getting calls from people. All right, so Lucy first. Oh, maybe Jesse. You want to buy something? No? She's on break. There you go. We got her. She doesn't want to buy anything, but we got her.
Okay.
All right. Now for Kevin and Greg, who is currently on his way to the piss bucket, I think. No, he's on his way away from it. There you go. You stay here. Yeah. Unlock one of his connections first. Yeah, getting him right there, we just got access to the next generation of customers, so let's go visit Kevin Oakley. Beautiful. All right. Awesome. Phone's blowing up. So, where's Melvin? There you go, buddy. Eugene Buckley. Sold him a jar. Now Lisa. Now, these customers we're gonna have an extremely difficult time with. Likely will not succeed. We need the Heavenly Bud for a lot of these, right? So, yeah, we didn't get Lisa. Our only option now is to try and get Cranky Frank. Yeah, I hid behind the garbage can so we could sell her a jar. We're getting extra cash that way, right? Anyway, we can go visit Cranky Frank later. For now, we're just gonna break every machine in town. Get a little bit of extra spending money, right? Jess is crazy. You have to watch out for her. Yeah. Holy shit. Don't mind me, officer. I'm just collecting my dropped money here. My completely legal money. Oh, shit! No. How did that happen? Why did they come at me? Hang on, let me take a look at that footage, because honestly, I didn't even notice that I was getting chased. So I want to see what happened, and if it looks like a glitch to our eyes, then I'll void the defeat. I'll void it. I'll basically make it so it doesn't count. Yeah, I want to see the footage of that, because that seemed kind of sus. There was no indication. I looked at the store guy, I looked at him, and I couldn't talk to him, and I was like, well, that's weird. Right? Let me take a look here. Like, what happened? Oh, it was a body search. Yeah, and then there was like no warning at all. Like technically it counts, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's a loss, right? But you know what? Today we actually figured out a lot of the mods, which I'm happy about. We're gonna come back to Schedule 1 tomorrow. We're gonna start again. We're gonna do it all again. We figured out the mods today. And we found a way to transfer stuff from one property to the other. So just like our previous attempts, we're gonna fail a couple of times probably, like we just did right now, but we're gonna approach it again tomorrow, knowing that these mods work and knowing that we can link our properties together. So guys, I'm really sorry that it ended so abruptly. It sucks. It is what it is. We got arrested. We lost the playthrough. It's life in prison. But we're gonna come back tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna start again, all right? And yeah, well, I'm excited now because now I know things work very interestingly. Like, honestly, think about it, right? I could have a botanist, a cleaner, and a handler at the... Well, I'm thinking, what if I have a botanist? I could just have two botanists. Huh. Yeah, you know what? We'll ruminate on it. We'll kind of figure it out. But yeah, we're good. Let's delete our data for the next episode. So I have to go to, you know what? Quicker if I just right click this and go to mods. Right? No, that's Steam Apps Common. User data. No, not that either. Okay, let's just get there manually. So users, Thomas, app data, local low. That's crazy how they go from like they want to search you to just like arresting you. You know, that's honestly insane. But I guess it is what it is. Like there was no indication. Like the music didn't turn on, right? I had no music indicating I was under arrest. I turned around and they were just like right there, you know? It was pretty crazy. It was pretty unfair. Not gonna lie, it was extremely unfair. But that's the nature of permadeath, perma arrest, right? So anyway, everybody, take care, rock on, and peace out for now. Have a good night and a wonderful sleep, or a good rest of your day, depending on the hemisphere you call home. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it was kind of a slow day, but tomorrow, now that I have all these mods figured out, we're gonna start a new series, and we're gonna try to tackle the game with that sort of renewed perspective. And I may even try another couple of mods. Like, hang on. Schedule 1 mods, more expensive properties. Like anything that can, yeah, property price inflation. So this increases the prices of everything, but I feel like that's excessive. 420,000 for the docks warehouse. That's insane. That pads it a little bit too much, I find. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do normal, the settings that we're playing with today. Anyway, guys, keep love alive, live to forgive, and let redemption ride shotgun, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow for another attempt, right? Yeah. All right, later, everybody. I'm really excited about this because you know how in our previous series we had the problem where we weren't able to produce enough weed for all of our dealers to like keep everything together, right? Now that I can link the Stash and Dash, like remember we were making meth at the Stash and Dash and weed at the bungalow. I could do weed in the Stash and Dash, ship it to the bungalow, and add it to that supply, have like more drying racks, more plants, and everything could be working together in that way, right? And the more I think about it, we could literally have like 2 botanists in the Stash and Dash with another botanist in the sweatshop, and then the botanists could send their weed to the sweatshop for drying, and then that botanist could send that weed after it's done to the bungalow, right? Like just interesting things like that. Amazing opportunities. Yeah. All right. See you first thing in the morning, Chris. Take care for now, Anna. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right. Hype for tomorrow. Schedule 1 hype. We're going to have a lot of fun. All right. Goodbye, everybody.